Hey there, folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host, CDB, and I'm so glad you could be with me this Thursday morning. I hope you're having a great Thursday, by the way. So today we're going to do a lot of stuff. We're going to try an edge that I have re-honed using the Izuku JNat that I bought from the Chief, from Shaving with the Chief. So we'll see how I did on that. We're going to be using a fantastic vintage Wade and Butcher. This one is for Barber's use. Hollow, that is, I think 7/8, if I recall. Fantastic razor. This razor is probably from 1870-ish. Very, very old. We're going to try our own edge first, though, just to see how that goes. And we're also going to be using a soap from Arsenal Grooming. Now, this was sent to me from Arsenal Grooming to test out, so please take that into consideration. I always tell you when I receive something from a vendor. I will say, as a result of the first soap that I used that they sent me, I bought another soap from them because I did like it. This is a well-priced, budget-friendly soap at $14.99, or on our scale there, $3.74 per ounce, which is pretty good as far as price goes, very fair. The scent on this is a beautiful scent. You can tell it's a super professionally made scent. This is inspired by the 1 Million cologne. I think that's by Paco Rabanne or something like that. I can't remember. And I really like these inspired scents because generally, even if you don't like them, they're not terrible. And sometimes when I get some of the more artisanal scents, sometimes I don't like them. And I'll give you an example. This one I'm going to give away. This one right here, when I smell it, I don't like it at all. And I've gotten 3 of these, and I haven't liked any of them. But I'm told that 88 Chestnut is great, so I'm hoping to like that because I want to like the products that every company puts out, but you just can't. Ooh. This one, I just don't like. There's the name of it. I think this was a Valentine's Day thing for some years back, but no. Just not for me. If you love it, that's great. And I'm going to give that one away because there's no sense in it sitting around here for no good reason. But big difference in those quality of scent for my taste. But I'm really hoping that when I get my hands on 88 Chestnut that I'm really going to love it because I've been told that I will. And it'll be the first fragrance by this company that I've liked. So I'm looking forward to that because, you know, I don't just want to not like everything somebody makes. I mean, I'm looking for that product that's really gonna go, okay, now I'm safe to try. Because 3 of them, I'm 0 for 3 so far, you know. By the way, this soap, the ingredients, I'll put on the screen there for you. This is not a soap that has what I would call the Chupacabra oil, Super Blue Emu, Dragon Tallow, Unicorn Milk. It is a basic ingredient list, but I think it will still afford you a very good shave. It is well priced. And we're just going to paint some on today and then get going. I've been working to get a little more hydration into my lather. As you can see, I wrote a little photo there. You can see there's some good sheen on that. You can never see it in the camera very well, but this is a beautiful scent. Scent strength for me is about, I'd call it about 4.5, slightly under medium. I really love the labels from this company. I'll show you a couple right there while I'm getting my blades out, or getting the first blade out that I honed. Really, really nice labels, I think so. I like that a lot. So here we go with the Gold Dollar 200. This one was re-honed by me and finished on the JNat, the Izuku. All right, not bad. Not bad. Whoop. Almost poked myself there a little bit. Let's see. Let's get down in here and see how I do. A little tuggy right there. It's cutting, but I can tell I have work to do on that edge. So we're going to put that one aside. That first part, not bad. A little tuggy as I'm going down. And I know part of it is I could tell that this, the heel of this razor, I could just tell that it wasn't, I didn't do as good a job as I did on the, did I poke myself right there? Let's see. Let's just no, it's okay. Well, let's go ahead and finish this side. Yeah, this needs some refinement. But it's not horrible. It's shaving. Needs refinement, though, I can tell. I feel like I poked myself up there. Anyway, we're going to wipe this one off, then set it aside. So I will work more on this blade. And I could actually tell when I was just feeling it and I was cutting my arm hair that the heel didn't seem as sharp as the rest. Somehow I'm feeling like I did something there, but did I? Is that a cut right there? No, that's just a... Let's see how we do with the big boy. Yeah, there we go. Man, this is a beastly razor here, this 7/8. If this razor could talk, what would it say? It's a good question. What might it say to us from dating back to the 1800s? Now that one's doing some work. I'm going to take that gold dollar back and make sure I get it evenly sharp across the board, because that's what the problem is. I knew it was likely to be a problem. I don't think it's actually the finishing on it. Just need to work on it generally. All right. What a blade this thing is. Well, nice. A lot of heft to this old blade. But once again, a vintage thing that has stood the test of time. You know, dating back to the 1800s. So you can't really argue with it being of quality. Let's get a little moisture there on the face, and we'll just go reapply our... The soap is performing well. It smells great, by the way. This is a beautiful scent. Most of you who are fragrance enthusiasts, have probably experienced it before. Beautiful scent. And it's performing quite well. Again, it's definitely in there in the budget category in terms of cost. But I don't think you have anything to fear in terms of performance. You'll be able to lather it, and it's going to be plenty slick enough, and so on and so forth. It may not compete in formula to, you know, like Kaizen or some of the other top bases, but it's good. It's good, and it's well priced. And so it's one of those soaps that you can buy a few, you know, and not, you can buy 2 of these for you can buy 1 grooming department, for example, and experience 2 scents, you know. So that's appealing to some people, and to some people it's not. But to me, I like that. I like to be able to try a lot of things. And when soaps rise to that $30 a tub, for me, it starts becoming cost prohibitive. I want to mention that the Stallion is going to be doing a honing live on YouTube, probably Sunday, this coming. So whatever the date of this video is, the Sunday that is approaching, he's going to be doing a honing live video where he'll be taking questions. So prepare for that if you're interested in honing. A lot of folks are. I know yesterday, So Sharp David and Junior Snow, we started calling him Junior Snow because he's like the half brother of So Sharp David, the dude of shaving. We started calling him Junior Snow because they both have, you know, their last names both Gonzalez, and they spell it the same with the Z. And anyway, we were joking back and forth, and David called him Junior Snow, based off of Game of Thrones. If you're familiar with Jon Snow, he was sort of an illegitimate child, so they're saying that the dude of shaving is the half-brother of So Sharp David, Junior Snow. Anyway, I saw on Instagram, he posted a tag that is most unusual, and I don't think it's going to... let me show it on the screen. I don't think this one is going to take off. What do you think? Please comment below. And understand that sometimes people have a sense of humor, all right? So Anyway, I did get a chuckle out of it. And there are some people that just push the envelope in the hobby, both in humor and what have you. So, you know, keep that in mind before you judge it too harshly. Anyway, I got a great chuckle out of it. Boy, what a shaver this beast is. Now, this is a beast for me because, you know, I'm usually used to using 5/8, 6/8, and this one is, you know, 7/8. Beautiful shaver. I got it off eBay for a very good price. It's very enjoyable to use. And I'm going to go back to work on that gold dollar. By the way, So Sharp David and Junior both successfully honed their first edges, so that's very exciting. I want to mention another guy today, Jim Combs. He's a guy I talk to fairly often. On the phone, really nice guy. His channel is Jimco Shaving. And I wanted to mention him today because he's had some cool videos on testing different methods of lathering and how much soap they use, which I think is pretty interesting. So check him out, Jimco Shaving. He and another guy, the Sea Monster, Glenn Helly, we talk like three-way, and sometimes the inspector's on there and sometimes other people. So we've had some fun conversations. Josh from Shooting the Shave. And anyway, we've all just had some really fun conversations, and I wanted to mention those guys today as well because they come to mind. And so check them out if you would like. Of course, it's always up to you. I appreciate you for being here, and I know you can't watch every single video that's made, but I like to mention great folks. Glenn Helly, the sea Monster, used to be a professional fisherman, which is pretty awesome. Boy, I'd like to do some fishing with him. He knows what's up, at least when it comes to bass fishing. He's not a trout fisherman. Doug Bear, Barely Normal Shaver, is the one you want to go to for trout. Both very knowledgeable. Both have good channels. Doug's been making some tips, some videos with tips. Good quality on this Arsenal Grooming soap, by the way. Smells great. I love this scent. I should probably pick up the aftershave because I don't really have this scent in any other soaps. I know other soaps have been made with this scent, but I don't really have any of them. And I probably should get them because this one, which is, again, Route 101, smells great. So, all right, let's get in here and do a little bit of this action. And this blade. What a shaver this thing is. Wow. I am really impressed. These vintage razors, straight razors, are just, if you can find a decent one. And I love this Barber shop or Barber's Notch design, is my favorite. Design. I just love it. Great shaver. I'm glad that gold dollar needs a little work because I'm looking forward to getting it back on that stone and doing some more work with it. You know, I'm having fun learning, and I want to get back on that stone and just really see what I can do with it. But I would say from the first run perspective, I've got some learning to do on that stone. And that's what, you know, the chief found. That it requires some dialing in. And I'm just going to take the time to learn it. And I'm sure it will be a magnificent stone. The Izuku, which is a Japanese natural stone. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Izuku is the query where it comes from. I'm not 100% on that. You can correct me below. By the way, feel free to correct, give advice, tips, you know, because other people are reading the comments as well, and they benefit from your comments and tips. So if you have any, please give them. One of the things I would say about razors of this size, I think this is probably the extent, maybe 8/8 max. But this razor right here, 7/8, is about as much as I want. It feels good, but it doesn't feel too cumbersome. And, you know, there is probably a point where, for me, they might be actually too cumbersome. And we don't want to, you know, push it beyond the point where it's no longer comfortable and it's unwieldy. Now, there are people who use very large blades very effectively, like Superman Kai Triska. He loves those blades and he uses them effectively. But, you know, as someone who's new, this 7/8 is about the extent of what I want to use. Look how thick that spine is. This is a hefty, old, have stood the test of time razor, original scales. Terrific. I was lucky to get this razor. I bought it on eBay for quite a reasonable price. And it came with its original coffin case, I think it's called. Anyway, let me rinse. We'll come back and get into post. Stay tuned. All right. We're back here with our Lancaster towel, which does a magnificent job getting that moisture off the face. Terrific towel. Lancaster Razor Works. When they're in stock, they're kind of hard to get right now. Let's go ahead and go with some witch hazel. While I'm spraying that on, we'll give you a look again at the soap we use, which performed very well. And it is Arsenal Grooming, Route 101. Smells like the 1 Million cologne by Paco Rabanne. I think it's called Paco Rabanne, if memory serves. Oh yeah, that feels great. By the way, that particular mister has witch hazel in it. This one is witch hazel. The other one is the Glen the Sea Monster Heli mister, inspired by him. So today we use the Wade and Butcher. This is for barber's use only, dating back to the probably 1870 to 1880, somewhere thereabouts, I'm told. Terrific razor. We use the Nathan Clark Envy Shave 8-ball. Again, the Arsenal Grooming Route 101. Good budget soaps, Arsenal Grooming. So like I said, I pulled the trigger on another scent that I wanted, and they have very good labels. Okay, let's finish this out with a little PAA AL Fin. Why? I just wanted to because I like Al Fin. Like Steve Walker put it, this one might smell a little girly, but in a manly way. That was the best way I've heard it put. It's got a nice, I really like this. And I missed it when I didn't have it. I'm gonna go for another dose. I'm getting a lot of menthol there. It's making my eyes water, but hey, it does make you feel alive and invigorated, which is outstanding. Oh yeah, outstanding shave today. Felt great, we used great equipment. We had a great time with you. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate you. Until next time, I'm reminding you, I'm CDB. It's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.